Thank you, Congresswoman, for leading tonight's special order hour. Thank you to my colleagues in the CBC for standing up for this fight. The fight to protect health care is another reminder of why I am so proud to be part of the Congressional Black Caucus. Because the members I serve with are truly the conscience of the Congress. And since January 20th, 2025, we have not given 1 inch to this cruel, callous, chaotic, and corrupt White House. Because the truth is, the communities we represent, including my hometown of Cleveland, cannot afford Trump's agenda. Working people cannot afford Trump's agenda, and Black America cannot afford Trump's agenda. There's an expression, when America catches a cold, Black America gets the flu. I would argue it's more like COVID before the vaccine. We can't afford the tariffs. We can't afford the bailouts. We can't afford the tax giveaways to the Mar-a-Lago guest lists. And we can't afford the largest cuts to Medicaid and to the Affordable Care Act in this nation's history. So let's be clear about what's happening, because we are living through a reverse Robin Hood story in America, and it hasn't always been this way. Because of the work of President Obama, President Biden, and Democrats in Congress, the Black uninsured rate fell to historic lows last year. That's right. We went from 20% of Black Americans being uninsured to just 10%. But it's not just Black Americans or people living in cities who have benefited, no. In fact, some of the whitest and most rural parts of America rely on the Affordable Care Act the most, including a lot of farmers in my state of Ohio. Because there were a lot of gaps in the old systems. There were a lot of holes in the safety net. And if Trump has his way, there's going to be a lot more holes in the net and a lot more people without health care. Millions more, to be exact. 38,000 people in my district are facing huge health care cost increases because of Trump's ACA cuts. The average cost increase is $700 per person per year. A lot of families will have to pay thousands more. Their voice should be heard, and we are uplifting their voices. Here's what Talia from Cleveland shared with my office. I quote, "I logged into healthcare.gov to renew my plan for next year, and my monthly premium multiplied by a factor of 4. It is currently set to be 4 times as much for health insurance as it was this year. I didn't go ahead and enroll yet because I'm hoping Congress gets their heads in the game and do what is right. I'm not making any more money this year than I did last year. My income is the same. Rent is going to increase. Gas is increasing. Groceries are increasing. Utility bills are increasing. And now my health care too. It's becoming impossible to survive in this country," end quote. Talia, I completely agree with you. To my colleagues across the aisle, I implore you, stop protecting the powerful, stop serving the wealthy, and start listening to the people. Truly, it is time for Congress to get their heads in the game. I want to thank you, Talia, for sharing your story, and I want to assure you we will not give up on this fight. It's time we work together to cancel the cuts, lower the costs, and protect health care for all Americans. And with that, I yield back.